Once again, it's on. This is the Relationship Rehab, and welcome to another episode of Your Secret Garden. Yeah. All right. So as always, we're gonna dive right in. So I have a letter from Eve, who says, "I have been married 2 years, going on 3 in March. We have sex only when he wants to, and that may be twice a month. And I have allowed this to go on, and now I think it's too late to change it. I feel like that it's not fair that I'm deprived of sex by my husband. I think he is a good husband, but lazy in the area that counts. I have never cheated on him, and I don't intend to. I take my vows very serious, and I believe he hasn't cheated on me either. My question is, what can I do to change this situation?" Very good question. So, first things first, I want to congratulate you for doing something that a lot of people don't do. And that's taking a step to actually try to rectify the problem as opposed to just reacting to the problem. So, reaching out to a source like this is exactly what the relationship rehab is all about. Because I'm sure that most people would have ideas and have thoughts and stuff like that to give to people, and there are people who are even experienced in this area that could probably help you, but they don't have a platform to do that in. So I'm hoping that what I say here and what maybe other people may comment on can also help you as well. So I'm going to start by this, and I'm just going to maybe get back a little bit to hopefully try to fill in some backstory. So I would imagine that, or I would hope that you were having, at some point in time, either you didn't have sex at all before you got married, or you were having more sex before you got married. If you weren't having sex at all before you got married, then that's something that you just have no compass on trying to figure out where this direction came from or how you got over into this lane. However, if you were having sex before, then it would really be saying like, hey, what were you doing before that you're not doing now? Or could it be something different? Or could there have been some type of life event or some type of change that brought that on? So that would definitely be an area to look at. However, if this was something that was going on beforehand and it's changed, it's something that that you can definitely take an opportunity to try to improve on. And basically what I would say first and foremost is start it off with having that conversation. Saying, hey, this is something that, that I'm asking about. See if it's something that may be going on with him. He could have a confidence issue. He could have erectile dysfunction issue. There could be a lot of other things that could be playing up to this. He could be depressed. There could be a lot of different things that could happen that could put him in this state. If that's not the case, then I would say just going off of just basic saying, hey, I want to have more sex, then start to create an environment to have more sex. So basically what that means is, hey, I don't know if you have children or not, but create a time and actually schedule a time to say, hey, this is some time that I want to spend with you, and say, hey, on Tuesday or next Wednesday or every other Thursday or whatever the case may be, start scheduling a time where you guys can spend time together, not just to have sex, but to spend time together to bond. A lot of times people tend to fall out of love when you don't spend time together to enhance and to build upon that love. So the initial bond that you have to keep building upon that. And that comes by spending time together. And now when I mean time together, I mean times where it's just you and him. Husband, wife. You guys together, whether it's on a vacation that you guys go on, whether it's a dinner date that you guys have, whether it's going to the movies, whatever the case may be, put yourself in an environment where you all can spend time together and have dialogue. So if you do like a movie, for instance, you can't talk necessarily during a movie, or you shouldn't talk. I just can't stand those people that talk on a movie. But if you are at a movie or whatever, do a movie and dinner. You know what I'm saying? And even to say, hey, you pay for the movie, I pay for the dinner. Or I pay for the movie and you pay for the dinner. Or flip it up. Or you be the one to say, hey, let me take you out. You know what I'm saying? And not to say that you don't. I'm just giving, some different pointers as to what you can do to create that environment. So you spend that time together to where you guys can talk and where you guys can bond, and not necessarily having a conversation about having more sex, but just to spend time together. The other part to that too, I would say, is to put yourself in a situation to where you are showing him that you want to have sex, wearing lingerie, or even my personal favorite is being naked in that situation. So if your husband comes to bed and he sees you, naked, then I mean that's an indicator that, hey, touch me, taste me, please me, do something to me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's definitely a green light to most men to say, hey, and even then, wear a sexy lingerie or something like that, something that you don't normally wear. I don't know how you go to bed or whatever, but hopefully it's not in a house coat and some granny panties on or something like that. But if that is the case, then that's where you want to start switching it up at. I'm the person that always says, when there's something going on or something's not to your liking, the first place you should look is in the mirror within yourself. So I would say that should be something. If there's something where, hey, maybe your body has changed, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, and I'm keeping it real and keeping it 100. Sometimes you can gain weight, and that can make you unattractive. If that's the case, then hey, start that workout plan. You know what I'm saying? If that's the case for him, he may be feeling, like he's not at the size he wanted to be or the size he was when you first got married, and he's put on some weight. He may be feeling unattractive, so he may feel like he's not attracted to you. So it's like those are the type of things that you guys definitely have to keep on in the rear view and basically take a look at to know, hey, am I still, looking good? Am I still smelling good? And things like that to make sure that, hey, you still have that enticement. Another advice is do the things that you did when you were dating. Do the things that got him intrigued. Wear the clothes that got him intrigued. The perfume that he liked. Those type of things. Don't let yourself get complacent to where you are not looking good for your husband. And that's the same advice I give to men too, and even I've been a victim of that. I've let myself go and be like, man, I need to get back into the gym and start eating right again because I've gained, that 20 pounds or that 10 pounds, whatever that you put on, it makes a difference. So it's like that's something that you definitely need to keep an eye out on. That you looking, the way that you used to look or close to it in that aspect. Also too, when it comes to having more sex, make that initial contact. Be that aggressor. Be that initiator, I should say. So it's like at the end of the day, you may be dressed sexy. You may have your hair, laid, fried, dyed, laid to the side. You could be looking good. You can have the Barry White playing or whatever, and his mind could be in a whole nother place. So shift that gear by shifting the gear. Okay? So it's like sometimes you just gotta, hey, get a hold of that thing and say, yeah, give him that nod and say, you know what time it is now. And that's what you do. You know what I'm saying? It's like sometimes with men, we may not, we are logical creatures and we like things simple, but then sometimes, as women, sometimes you just got to make it plain for us. You know what I'm saying? And just, man, get that thing in gear and get down on it. You know what I'm saying? Like the song, get down on it. Get down on it. Yeah, but anyway, that's what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? So make it plain and in that instance, and then you'll know if it's a thing of him being tired, if it's a thing of him working. I don't know if this man could be working, 16-hour days or something like that. He could be, working 2 jobs, Jamaican style. I got 15 jobs, man. If he's working like that, then it's like, then you need to schedule some time where you guys can have a getaway weekend. You know what I'm saying? Getaway weekend like the Chicago Couples Retreat. Bam, ChicagoCouplesRetreat.com. There's the plug. Sign up for that. You know what I'm saying? It's like make time to spend time together. You know what I'm saying? That's the biggest thing. And a lot of times what people don't realize is that you don't realize how much you love being with somebody, how much time you don't spend with somebody until you actually go and spend that time. And then you'll start to crave it more. Because I'm sure when you guys first started dating, you guys had those times where you made time every weekend, on Fridays and Saturdays, you guys were together and all that kind of stuff, and it was wonderful, man. And it's like, it can still be wonderful once you're married. Things do change, but things get better. And making time to spend time together is important. You have to do that. Make time, schedule time. And if he don't want to do that, then that's where you have a conversation. Say, look, I miss my husband. I want to be with my husband. I want to spend time with my husband. I want you to make time for us to spend together. Not I need you to make time for me. You don't want to nag and annoy, but say, hey, I want us to invest in our relationship. And investing in our relationship requires time, it requires money, and it requires emotions. It requires you to be emotionally available. If you working all the time or if you not home all the time, I get it because we trying to make sure that we live in the lifestyle we want to live, and that requires hard work. But at the end of the day, you can schedule that time off. You know what I'm saying? So if you say, hey, 2 weeks from now, take a Friday off, or say, hey, 3 months from now, let's take, a week off and let's go somewhere. Let's take a weekend somewhere and go here and go there. And you don't have to necessarily go off to Jamaica, even though that is nice. But you can just say, hey, let's just go in whatever city that you're in. Let's just go and stay at a hotel downtown. We'll go and we'll eat out, we'll order pizza in and just be us in a room together. You know what I'm saying? It's like watching movies or whatever the case may be, or having sex. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you can do those type of things, and when you do things in different areas, it makes it more exciting. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, having sex in your room is wonderful, but having sex in a hotel room can be exciting too. Or having sex somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? It's like having sex in a jacuzzi or in a pool, whatever the case may be. And you can do that, in a hotel. Get you a pool suite. Get you a room with a pool suite in it. Sybaris or something like that. And go there where it's just you guys and you in your own environment, and it's just y'all, and y'all can fall in love all over again. And that just comes from just spending time together, talking with each other and things like that. So it's like, try to change the situation by changing your environment in which the situation is occurring in. So make time for romantic getaways, make time for romantic dinners and things like that, and that'll make you guys connect. That'll get you guys back engaged in conversation, and once you can get engaged in conversation, then you can get engaged in sexual relations. So that's what I would suggest for you to do, is to create an environment and create an atmosphere for you guys to have sex so that you can have sex. Now, if you've done that and he's still not, having sex, he's still not saying, hey, well, I got this weekend and, you didn't want to have sex. I reached out and touched somebody and you didn't want to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Your man was at attention and didn't want to do nothing, or you couldn't get at attention, whatever. Now we're talking about having a different type of conversation and say, hey, do we need to go see somebody, or do you need to make an appointment, pop a pill, get that Cialis or Viagra, whatever the case may be, because that does happen. You know what I'm saying? And if it's something where he may be, shy about that, then hey, just, put it out there and just say, hey, I'm just saying. If that's what it takes or whatever, then let's go and let's do what we need to do so that we can keep connecting. Because at the end of the day, you have to have sex as a couple. You have to. It is paramount. It's like eat, sleep, food, water, and sex, but not in that order. It might be, you gotta have water, you gotta have food and sex. In a lot of cases, you might take sex over food and water. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's good enough. She putting that thing on you, you might be like, I don't want no water, just give me sex. I live off of that. So it's like, it's very important. It is definitely one of the foundational building blocks of a relationship. So it's like, that's something that you have to make sure that you are working on, something that you are engaging in on the regular. So it's like, the more that you guys are connecting, the more that you guys will stay connected. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, keep that connection going. I'm so glad that you asked about this. If you got any more questions, if you need some more ideas, definitely let me know. Shoot them back to me, Eve. I got you. I will help you as much as I possibly can. Hopefully people can make some comments and stuff on the Facebook page too that can help you as well. But definitely my biggest thing that I want you to take home is, number one, check yourself and make sure that you're right and that you got yourself in order, and do not start the process of doing that. Part two, create an environment for sex. You know what I'm saying? Do the getaway weekend, do the dates in the week, during the week, do the nasty text messages. That's another one too. Do that text message thing. Say, hey, I want to do that thing when you get home, so you be ready. Or I want you to do that thing when you get home, so you be ready. You know what I'm saying? Do that too. You know what I'm saying? Start having sex in that mind. You know what I'm saying? Then you can have sex in the body. So giving him that visual, giving him that text message or that whatever throughout the day, and let him know what time it is, man, that's what's up. So you can do that too to help enhance that environment. And then number three, if those things aren't working, then sit down and set some time apart where you can just have that conversation. Whether you guys take a drive, through the city or something, or you go and have coffee somewhere and have a conversation or whatever, or even if you go into the living room or in the bedroom and just have a conversation and say, hey, this is where I'm at. This is what I need from you, and I want you to help me get there. You know what I'm saying? And if you got to have that conversation and say, look, honey, I want to have more sex with you, and I want you to tell me what we need to do together so that we can make that happen. And that's a simple and plain conversation, and it's not long and drawn out. It doesn't have to, get real personable, and doesn't have to be shots thrown or anything like that. Just tell him exactly what it is that you want, and he can tell you and say, hey, tell me what it is I need to do. Do I need to take a bath every night or something like that? Or do I have to light the candles? Or do you want me to put on slow music? Do you want me to get rid of the kids? Or do you want me to just sneak off somewhere and pop up somewhere and we do it? Whatever the case may be. It's like, keep in mind too, as a woman, you his wife, but also you gotta be that girlfriend, be that mistress that he wants, because we all want that. You know what I'm saying? We want our wives to be wives out in public, but in that bedroom and throughout the day and the week, we want our wives to be mistresses and them girlfriends, and make it exciting and sneak them pictures and them text messages and all that kind of stuff to us, so we know that, yeah, she still wants that thing there, boy. It's like that helps stroke our egos, that helps makes us feel good, that helps us want to have more sex with you when you can do those type of things. And even for you, I'm sure that would excite you as well, for him to see, for you to see a text message come across that phone and he like, yeah, girl, I'm gonna tear that thing up today. I'm all up in that thing. You want to see that because you can be, oh yeah, he want this. You know what I'm saying? We all want to be wanted. We all want to be needed. That's just an exchange in that relationship type of thing. So it's like, make it plain to him, and hopefully he'll make it plain to you. If you got any more questions or anything like that, shoot them back to me, and we can get through this thing together. That's what we're doing, becoming better versions of ourselves, changing the world. This is your boy, Brian Redmond, and this is Your Secret Garden. Thank y'all.